What's up, everybody? Her name is Deb. My name is Nick. And tonight you're with Pate and Chill. And
tonight we're going to be hanging with the Gnomies. Hope you guys will be hanging with us too. Can you see? We are going to be painting these awesome gnomes tonight. We are going to be painting these awesome gnomes tonight. And the great thing about these guys is they're very customizable. And I'm going to just kind of guide you guys along while we're hanging with the Gnomies, but you're going to be choosing all your own paint colors and the way that you want each one of your gnomes to look. So let us know if you can see us and hear us by posting in the chat box. Thumbs up, I can hear, I can see.
go. Keep going. Okay.
All right, great. So everybody can see us, everybody can hear us. There you go. Perfect, perfect. Hi, everybody. We're waiting just a couple more seconds for a couple more people to join, and then we're going to leap into painting these awesome Gnomies. Last week we did our retro VW on the beach, and it turned out so awesome. We loved all of the people who sent in all the pictures and everything. So all their paintings afterwards. So it was very, very awesome. We really appreciated that. And we always appreciate you guys showing up, posting our pictures, sharing them, putting yours on there. You do a phenomenal job. So just let me know that you can hear me and that you can see me by saying hi or thumbs up, or I can see you in the chat box. Okay, so we can get started. I just want to make sure everybody can hear and everything first. Okay. All righty.
All right, we're dressed up as gnomes tonight if you haven't figured it out by now.
Did you know there are no gnome costumes to be found anywhere? No gnome costumes.
Yep.
So we just figured we'd wear beards, and so we're kind of Nordic gnomes.
We're Nordic gnomes.
We kind of look like Nordic knights,
Very
but I think
cool.
We're like Nordic gnomes instead.
All right. Well, take one last look at us because I am undressing the gnome. I am getting
this is a hot beard. I can tell you that. So, I like your regular beard. I don't know how you wear a beard.
Hey, Carolyn, how are you? Nice to see you guys.
Hi, Carolyn. Thank you. Just want to make sure everybody can see and hear okay. All right. Okay, thank you, Mama. Thanks for letting us know. Good job. Thank you. Thanks, Tina. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. All right, so this was supposed to be kind of our gnome look, but it is hot. So I do kind of like the hat still, though.
Yeah,
but
I can't see what he's busting.
I'm going to de-beard myself. Okay, de-bearded.
All right.
I don't know how anybody. Hi, Mama.
Right.
Mama said she hears us too gnomes. This actually would be good at the beach.
No.
I think we could attach a mask to it.
Put wine in it, though, fill it up, and then
fill it upside down.
I could take this side, and you can take this side.
Drink from it. We're going to do something else with these hats. We fell in love with them, but we couldn't find any gnome hats whatsoever.
All right.
So that's kind of what we went with. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. As always, I do just like to let everyone know that Nick and I founded Paint and Chill in 2014. We're used to having people in front of us painting so we can cheer them on and we can tell if we're going too fast or too slow. And so if you could just let us know that if you could just let us know if we're going too fast or too slow. If you have any questions, you can just kind of put them in the chat box there. And because it's our only feedback, because we can't see you, unfortunately. Hopefully soon we can get back to teaching on-site classes again. But for the gnomes, I hope everybody got their patterns okay that needed them. And so we're just going to go ahead and leap into our gnomes. If you got the pattern, so what I did was I went ahead and traced my gnomes on my canvas so that I could help anybody if they needed any help with painting the background or deciding on colors, or sometimes I get last minute requests for patterns and things like that. So I went ahead and traced mine on to save time. But if you're using the canvas and you're using the pattern and you have graphite paper, which is the best in the world, if you put the graphite paper down on your canvas, if you haven't done it before, just make sure you put that shiny side down. And then you're going to put your pattern over top of it. And hey, look, I grabbed the VW pattern. Anyway, you put your pattern on top of it. Don't use your VW pattern for your gnomes.
Okay,
But what you would do is just trace it on there. Now, if you don't have, hold on one moment. If you don't have tracing paper, you can always print the pattern out and then just cut around the gnome and put it on here and then just kind of draw around that. All right. Alternately, you can just kind of sketch it out. I know I have some super talented people out there who can who freehand and just do a spectacular job. So you could do that as well. All right. So what we're going to do tonight, if you wanted to, you could have kind of pre-painted the background, but I went ahead and put this on there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the sky colors on mine. And I'm going to choose a couple colors blue. I always like to kind of double mix my colors. So I'm going to choose a couple colors blue and paint the background. Now, when you're painting the background, if you accidentally get into the hat area, don't worry about that because we're going to paint over it anyway. So I hope everybody's chosen their colors. I actually just put several colors out. I'm not even sure, other than the beehive, what color I am going to paint mine. And when I painted the original one, I painted it with softer colors, and then I wanted to do a red, white, and blue one. So I painted right over top of it. So you can kind of see, if you look closely, you can see a lot of flaws in here, which I will be sure to point out to you because I like to point out my flaws to people. All right. So I'm going to choose just a couple color blue. We love this blue bonnet by Apple Barrel for sky colors. It's just a nice soft color, especially when you want the sky to look nice, but you don't necessarily want it to be like the center of attention. And so I like to mix the blue bonnet with maybe I'll mix a little bit of white. And tonight I definitely want everybody experimenting. So whatever colors you choose are going to be perfect. All right. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the white. I'm going to use the 3/4 inch brush. And we could actually use a 3/4 inch brush for almost all of the painting tonight, which is fantastic. So I usually just buy these little foam trays from the Dollar Tree because they come in a pack of like 30, I think. And they're super, super versatile. So I always usually wet my my brush in my water and then use the paper towel and just get the excess off of there. And I do like to double load, and by that I mean with the brush I kind of get it in the two different colors and just kind of mix them together. And then I'm going to start painting around the across the top of the background. Okay, so whatever colors you choose, you might choose the orange color for that matter that we chose in the retro VW painting. You might even choose that color for a background if you want. Purple, it's always pretty to put purple in with the sky. And then I just kind of usually would just kind of move it kind of back and forth, and that kind of gives that sky appearance. Now, if you're using a canvas that hasn't been pre-gessoed, a lot of times, like at Walmart and places like that, the canvases have not been pre-gessoed, and then they really drink the paint up. And so you'll see it like, wow, I just put paint there and it's already getting drink up. So then just, if you just keep wetting your brush a little bit, that'll move it across the sky a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm going to put just a tiny, tiny bit of purple in my sky just because Nick likes purple in his sky. So I'm going to be a copycat. And I'm going to steal some of his idea for putting the kind of the purple in there. All right. I think it makes a pretty, pretty background in there. So you can see I just mixed just a little bit of purple in there, not too much. And then I'll just kind of keep putting some more purple in there. And then we're just going to kind of go down in between the hats And we're going to go be sure to paint along the edges. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. And I know Diane will love the idea of putting purple in. She did the awesome purple retro VW. It turned out so awesome. We're just getting started, Diane. We're just painting the background. Sometimes with these, I have people paint the background ahead of time, but we had so many people joining. I was like, well, that's a lot of people to ask to paint the background, and then not everybody has the time to do it either. We've kind of had a crazy week ourselves, so we're behind on like everything. All right, so yep, we're just going to paint here. You can see I kind of accidentally went into the little hat area there. That's okay, because I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint over that area anyway. All right, so I'm just going to go down around his hat here. This hat, whatever shape you want your hat to be, just go with that. It doesn't have to be the shape of the color and the pattern. I know I got this apple barrel purple iris. Well, I had it a while, and so I saw that earlier, and I just thought I'm going to get that out because Nick always likes to see the background sky with some purple in it, and he loved your purple bus. So I thought, well, I'm just going to get some purple and put in the sky. That'll be pretty. And then I can see there's little areas here that it's already, the white is already showing through. So I just wet my brush in that case and just go back in, kind of cover it up. And just kind of go into these little areas in between here. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it ends up a little bit in the hat, because we're going to be painting over the hats anyway. But sometimes with paintings like this, I like to just paint the whole sky ahead of time. And remember, skies aren't perfect. They're all different colors. So however you want to do yours. And now I let some blue run right into my beehive there. But I do like to, I was talking to Loretta about, because Loretta is always afraid she's going to pick up she's going to ruin her canvas. And I was talking to, I think it was Nancy I was talking to, and she was saying that she made a mistake with something. And then Missy was saying that she accidentally dumped paint on her VW that she was doing. I told her I did the same thing. I had a tray that had pink. I had a tray that had like these that had pink paint on it, and I accidentally set the pink tray. I had it in the bottom of it, and I set it down on the canvas. So my last gnome I did had some nice pink highlights through it. It was pretty awesome. His beard had all kinds of little pink highlights in it. So I do always like to point my mistakes out to people so that people are just kind of reassured. Everybody makes mistakes, and there's always a way to correct them or just kind of phase them in. All right. And I'm going to add just a little bit more white. Where is my white? White? Where'd you go? Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit more white in my sky. Make it look a little bit wispier around my beehive here. I especially like the beehive and the bees because I don't know if you knew this or not, but the name Deborah comes from the Bible, and it means busy as a bee. And that's me. I'm always busy as a bee. All right. All right, and for anybody joining late, if you'll just pop in and say hi, I can hear you, I can see you okay. If you have any questions, especially if you haven't painted with us before, if you have any questions, just always feel free to ask. And if you have any suggestions, always feel free to offer suggestions too. Okay, I think this side over here needs a little bit darker blue over here. Gonna wet my brush just a little bit because it's right in here. It's not wanting to accept the paint onto the canvas, so I'm just gonna wet it just a little bit. And I like for my sky to be wispy, so I just kind of layer the paint on there. All right, and I'm going to make sure that I paint the edges. Okay, and so we always want to make sure we paint along the edges. I'm just going to paint, and so usually we would paint whatever color was next to it. I'm going to just paint blue all the way around mine. And let's see, is Missy on yet? Because Missy, we got the bracelets mailed out to everybody today finally, who posted their pictures. We had a couple little tragedies last Sunday that put us behind our whole week. But that's okay. Those things happen, and so we're a little bit behind getting things out to everyone. We apologize about that, but we did get the bracelets out today, stuck them in the mailbox. And we owe Missy, Elaine, and Nancy. Nancy, I don't know if Nancy's on yet. We definitely owe them prizes from last week. That's how far behind we are. Okay. All right. And then if you are joining us new tonight, there is a video afterwards that's available on the website, on the Facebook page. There's a video afterwards. So sometimes people just watch they just kind of watch the live, and then they go back and paint with the video. Because the video you can pause, and you can't really pause me. So that's what some people do. So if you want to do that, you're welcome to do that. And if you're doing that, if you're painting to the video later and you have any questions about, how should I do this? Or if you want any feedback or anything, please feel free to reach out to me if you're doing it at a later date and you need some help, or you have a brilliant idea or a good recipe. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish painting around this guy. Zoop. I purposely missed his area here that I sketched on to paint because as I was painting the sky, I decided that I wanted his beard to be fatter. So, okay. All right, everybody can see in here. Is anybody ready to play Family Feud yet? Or are you just still painting your background? Who is ready for Family Feud? Nick has some fun questions lined up. Let's see if I got these edges here, all around the edges. Okay. All right, so I just need to paint my top edge here and my bottom edge. Next week, we are going to be painting the Mother Earth. If you saw it on the Facebook page, we're going to be painting that Mother Earth. She's so sweet. But I'm going to actually try something different. Next month, we're going to have some guest artists that are going to show us they're going to come on and show some different techniques. And one of them, she does an awesome job at pour painting. Okay, Lynn, sounds good. That's fantastic. Lynn's going to paint at different times. A lot of people do that. Okay. I don't use an easel for my when I'm painting, so I don't know why I pick it up all the time. But so I'm going to actually tomorrow, I'm going to try my hand at pour painting, if you've heard of that. And then I'm going to let that dry because it takes a couple days for that pour painting to dry. And then I'm going to do the Mother Earth over top of the pour painting just to see what that looks like. So it'll be, so you've seen the original picture of the Mother Earth. She's so sweet. But then I'm going to do something a little different. Okay. All right. So Nick is going to ask some Family Feud questions while I finish painting my bottom edge here. And you guys think about what colors you are finished thinking about what colors you're going to paint your gnomes. All right. Hi, Leslie. She's having problems with buffering on occasion. I'm sorry you're having those problems. I wonder what's going on with that. I'm checking with my tech guy. Hold on. Hi, Margaret. Yes, there was. Thank you for joining us. It's Margaret's first time. It's Leslie's first time too. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry, Leslie. I'm sorry you're having that issue. I'm not sure. Is anybody else having an issue with buffering? If so, let us know. And Margaret, a lot of times, yes, there's a printable. I will actually. Nick is going to do some Family Feud while I finish painting this edge here. If you'll message me your email, Margaret, I'll send you over the printable while he's asking Family Feud because I'm almost done with my edge. So on Facebook, okay, Leslie, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it clears up. Okay, so Nick is going to be doing, Margaret, message me your email and I'll send you the pattern while everybody catches up painting their sky, and I'll send the pattern over to you. And everybody say a quick prayer that Leslie's internet starts acting like it has some sense for her. All right, it's all you.
Thank you very much. As we learned last week with Elvis. Thank you very much.
Yes. Oh, yes. We learned so much.
We learned so much about Elvis last week.
We really did.
If you missed us last week, we had a blast. We learned a lot of fun stuff last week. Also, just a quick little note before I get into Family Feud. You can also watch us on YouTube.
Yep.
We're on the YouTube channel, and also on Facebook as well. So if you guys are wanting to put it up on your big screen TV in your house, and you can't get your Facebook up on your smart TV, go to YouTube.
There you go.
And you can sit in bed and watch us act stupid.
I promise I'm not texting my friends. I'm sending Margaret the pattern.
Well, it was like,
right,
who are you texting now?
Right. I know. I was just waiting for Nick to go, put the phone down. All right, hit it.
Okay, so Family Feud for tonight. Again, we're just going to answer as many questions as we can. And I'm going to make a list of everybody, put a name, and then a number next to you, and then we're going to ask someone to pick a number from 1 to whoever is answering questions, 1 to 10, 1 to 16. I think last week we had 17 people who were on the board.
Yeah.
So, and then we're going to pick the top 3 of the people who, top 3 people. Who we just picked.
Yeah, whoever participates in Family Feud tonight, your name will be assigned a number, and then Mama, my mom, who's always on there, and my mom then is going to pick a number, and then we'll have 3 winners.
3 winners.
3 winners. Yep, that's fun. Even though I confess, I owe Missy, Elaine, and Nancy from last week, but I promise
we've had a
we'll
crazy
get them
week.
out.
So,
all right, Margaret, I'll send it your way now.
Everybody, put your thinking caps on. There we go. There's my thinking cap on. Howdy. Okay, Family Feud question. This is kind of an odd question. So, name someplace a drunk astronaut might end up landing the spaceship or space shuttle or space plane. Spaceship. Name someplace a drunk astronaut might end up landing a space shuttle. And go. Hurry. Write down.
You don't have to hurry.
All
Just
right.
put it in there.
And let's see. So we got some really cool answers here.
Okay. Mars. Very
Mars.
good. That's very good. All right.
I'm not asking for directions. I know where I'm going.
That's exactly, because there was a man driving, and so that was the end of that.
All right, so name a place a drunk astronaut might end up landing a space shuttle. On a star.
On a star.
Once upon a star. The sun
Is a star.
is a star. The sun. I don't think he would actually landed on the sun. I think he'd actually explode
Crash into
before
it.
he got there from the
Good
heat.
job, Claude.
That's a little too technical there for you.
Okay.
All right, come on, give me some more answers out there. I know you're out there, people. Give me more. Remember, he's landing it.
Oh, he's
Russia.
landing it. Russia. Oh, Lord.
I don't think he's going to land it in Russia before they shoot him
Oh,
down.
Putin will be laughing so hard. So hard.
Pew, pew, pew.
He'll be like...
On the moon. I have on the moon. I had number 3 on my top 5 answers or 6 answers here. So we've got another planet.
Oh, the moon
Mars.
is good.
We have moon, which is number 3. Another country, which would be Russia, number 4. Anybody else?
Airport.
You can't say
Oh,
the
I
answer.
didn't say it. I didn't say airport. Sorry. Airport.
The beach. Close. Close to the beach. What is close to a beach?
Oh, but still, I can't see. Oh, that is the same thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
It is not.
Oh, hey, Laverne. It's good to see you again.
Hi,
Well,
Laverne.
good to see you again.
Good to see your name pop up.
Right. Water.
Water. See?
See?
Water. Okay. Is water the same thing as the beach? I don't think so. No.
It is.
No,
That's
it's
what
not.
she
All right.
meant.
Are you ready for me to go over there?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go back over here.
Let's see. What color should I paint the... Diane said an island. Okay. So... I really haven't even...
Laverne says yes.
See, there you go. So I'm going to start with the... I'm going to start... Margaret, can you check and make sure you got that? Let me know if you didn't. It looked like it went through, but sometimes... Like last week, I had to send Kat the email 3 times before it went through for some unknown reason. Oh, I hope Kat joins because she'll have the kids and she'll be... I can't wait to see what they paint. Can you imagine the kids painting the gnomes? Okay, so the one that I'm gonna start with on mine is the beehive. So
What happened? You went quiet on me.
Well,
I can see your phone.
Margaret, I sent it twice. Check that second one. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to start with and again, this is my second one or third one, and I just kept painting over top of the original one. But the one I like best is my beehive because my name means busy as a bee. So that's why I like this one best. So I'm gonna first do the beehive, and then I'm gonna do the middle one, and then I'm gonna do that one. Mostly because, honestly, I don't know what colors I'm gonna paint these 2 yet, and I'm not gonna tell you guys what color to paint yours because I know you're gonna choose your own colors to paint, and I want to paint these first and let them dry because I know some of you might want to paint. We're gonna want to paint the bees and be happy and the nest and those things, and we need these dry. And then we'll do we're going to practice flowers and then go back to it. So I'm going to do my beehive first. And for the beehive, I just did a daffodil yellow. I love daffodil yellow because yellows can be such thin paints, and then you have to put in like 100 different colors on it. But I really like Folk Art has this multi-surface daffodil. I can never get the camera angle right.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to show him this. Where's it at? Here, there. There.
Go center.
There. I got it. The Folk Art has this multi-surface daffodil yellow. Oh, good, Margaret. Great. If you can trace it on with graphite paper, do that. If you can't, Margaret, if you can't trace it on with graphite paper, just cut each gnome out put it on the canvas, and then lightly trace around it. I was actually thinking this pattern would look so cool on TV trays. Wouldn't that look cool? All right. So I'm going to put my daffodil yellow in here. See, it's a nice thicker yellow. Yellows are, I love yellow, but sometimes it's so uncooperative. So, all right. So one of the things you want to do is have something, that you have water in. Don't let it be the same color out of the cup you're drinking out of, because then you'll accidentally drink it, because I've done that before. So I always want to wet my brush and then get the excess water out on my paper towel. So I'm just going to load the edge of this and just start painting my beehive. All right, and I'm just going to start painting across here, and then we'll go back and highlight it, or shade it, I should say. Well, shade it and highlight it, actually. If you're using brushes and switching brushes, just always make sure that you don't leave your brush sitting in the paint, because it will ruin the ends of the brushes. And then I'm just kind of putting my first coat down here.
I gotta add something. So sorry.
He's got to add something. So sorry.
There we go.
What'd you add?
Can you move your cup out of the way, please?
Oh, so sorry. Here you go.
See, it's because you're got your skull in the way.
I have my skull in the way. Okay, I have to stand up straighter.
Straighter?
I'll stand up much straighter now. All right. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time, Nick and I, we started Paint and Chill in 2014. We were able to, we had a little studio, and people came in the studio, and we were able to paint with people right in front of us. And we just love seeing what people do. And so it's always so rewarding for us to be able to see, all the stuff that people had painted, and as they were painting it, and all their brilliant ideas. Like with the VW, we were like, oh my gosh, look at that. Robin put a campfire, and Claudia's turned out so spectacular. And we're always so awesome. Will you write down,
yes,
Laverne? Okay.
I got that.
He already wrote it down for you, Laverne. Yes, Margaret, a lot of people do that, because in that way you can just pause it as you want to. So Margaret, just join and play Family Feud with us and win some prizes. All right. But we really usually, we were used to having people there, in front of us. And so it's a little bit more difficult to, we don't know if we're going too fast, too slow, if I'm babbling, if Nick is annoying. I mean, I know when he's annoying, but, we don't know when he's annoying or not, unless people tell us. So I really encourage, if you're the first, if you're just joining us for the first time tonight.
It's when is Nick not annoying?
Right. If you're just joining us for the first time, please jump in, say hi, or tell us we're going too fast or too slow, or you have any questions. Okay. We like to say, this is a paint party in Family Feud. It's not fine art. It's fun art. So we just hope everybody has a good time. We appreciate that you guys took the time out of, to take time for yourself, because there's so much crazy stuff going on in the world today. To me, the paint parties are like therapy. We all get together, we have a good time, and forget about all the stuff that's going on in the world for just that little bit of time. And that means the world to us, that you decide to share your Saturday night with us doing that. Okay. Besides, it keeps us busy. It keeps us out of, the local Mexican
prison
bar. Okay. I think I am going to try, because I'm going to experiment tonight too. So I expect you guys to do whatever colors that you want. I love the yellow. If you have yellows, use yellow for your beehive. It's just that some yellows are so thin, it's disappointing. So this is Deco Art, and it's Phthalo Red. And Deco Art's usually a really good brand for having a thicker paint. And so I'm going to use that. I've had this paint for a couple months and haven't used it yet. So I'm gonna try to use that. Now the pattern. So with the pattern, you'll see when you get the pattern, if you haven't already. Excuse me, un momento. You'll see that it's just straight hats up for these guys. I just decided to do it just a little bit different and curve that around some. So that's what I'm going to do with my middle one again tonight. All right, and this is supposed to be red. Sure looks pink to me, but we will see what it is. You can get really creative with the shape of the hat. I mean, we have a basic shape here, but you can get really creative with the shape of it. You don't have to stick to that particular shape. And I could use a smaller brush for this. If you have a smaller brush, you might want to use a smaller brush. I just like my 3/4 inch brush so much, I kind of tend to use it for everything. That is a pretty, pretty color, but I'm not sure that it's red. Do you think it's red?
Lynn, I told her she was going to get paint on that.
I know. He already warned me. You're right, because I usually end up with it all over me. That's why I'm trying to stand back some tonight.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad about it. And many, many times, even though I'll be 63 next month, my mother still dresses me, and she buys me the prettiest clothes, and then she sees me.
Don't tell people your age.
Oh.
What's wrong with you?
Anyway.
You're only 50, 49.
Again. Yeah, so my mom buys my clothes a lot of times, and then she watches me paint, and she's just like, oh my God, I just bought her that shirt. Now she's painting in it. I swear, I don't think I have very few shirts that don't have paint on them. Okay. All right. So I like this. This is a new color, and I like to try out new things so I can let people know. So this is a new color. It's by Deco Art. It's called Phthalo Red. Looks like it covered pretty good first time. And that is one of the things I like to let people know too, what kind of paint I'm using, and like how many layers I have, because I just don't have time or patience to paint a bunch of layers. So then if you wanted to kind of do a little squiggly off the top of here, like I did with the other one I had, you can just turn your brush kind of sideways. What'd
you do?
I wanted a squiggly there. Sorry.
You could put like a little pom-pom at the end.
A pom-pom? I had a heart at the end of the other one, and then I painted it over and put a flower over it. What do you think I should put there?
Let's
we
take
should
a poll.
do Christmas ones.
Let's take a poll.
Oh my God, he's going to ask me. He's going to tell me to paint something that's going to be too difficult to paint. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Sorry.
Why did I put so much red on here? Now I have too much red. Does anybody else need some red? That's what I would usually do.
All right. I think we should take a poll and say, what do we think should go here?
Okay. What does everybody think should be at the bottom?
Should it be a ball? Should it be a heart?
It's not Christmas.
Should it be like? It looks like a Christmas.
It
looks like a Christmas hat.
Oh, it does. That's all right. I'm gonna put big black dots on it. Big black dots on it.
All right. Let's see what people think.
So, what color should I paint the other one?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna go with Christmas colors,
it's not a Christmas color. It's a pinky blue, a pinky red. I mean, it's a pinky red.
All right, I got a butterfly. I got a bee.
Oh, a butterfly, a bee, a flower. Yeah, I like the flower. I like the flowers, but I love my bees. And I did move the...
How do you paint the bee on there?
I'm just going to paint him right there hanging on. It'd be so cute to have a little monkey hanging on there, like he was hanging on. I can't paint a monkey. I'm not doing that. Okay, so so I have to get a different water because that red, now I have pink water here. So let's see.
I think you should do blue.
This color blue?
No, it's not blue.
That's aquamarine.
Okay,
let's see. We have bright blue, turquoise, that's a pretty color, and Key West. Flower daisy, Elaine said. Elaine, we still owe you your gift from last week. I'm so sorry. We had a crazy Sunday. Sunday's usually the day that we send things out, but we had a couple little tragic things happen, so I wasn't able to. I apologize. We're sending everybody's out by noon tomorrow, though.
Read our Facebook post. You can
Purple?
find out what happened. Purple.
She saw it. All right, purple it is.
Purple.
All right.
Okay, while you're
No,
doing
what's
that.
it, Diane? I'm not copying you. You saw because I know Diane's gonna do one of hers purple, if not all of them. So I'm gonna do this.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of thin.
Shake it.
Whoa,
Shake it,
it's
shake it,
really
shake it,
thin.
shake it, shake it, shake it.
This purple iris
Ooh.
is super, super thin. I don't want to paint 15 colors. Let's see. How about turquoise? Yeah, let's do turquoise.
All right.
All right. Turquoise it is because it sounds like it's a little bit thicker.
All right, you do
Okay.
that. I'm going
Okay.
to ask another.
All right, Nick is
This is a repeat, though. For those of us who've been following, I'm doing a repeat, but there's a reason why.
That's not fair because then the new people will know. We won't know. They'll guess.
Life ain't fair. Oh, I'm going to fix my little camera here. So
your
sorry.
camera moved down.
Hey, guys.
Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to do, I don't know why I keep putting so much on the palette.
I don't know.
Okay, you do that. I'm going to paint my last hat here.
Okay, since we're doing gnomes, and gnomes look like, what do gnomes look like?
Mushrooms?
Dwarfs.
Oh,
Name one of the 7 dwarfs.
aha, there you go.
I just thought we'd keep it in the
In the same family.
same family
In the same
tonight.
family.
same thing. So,
Name
Family Feud question number 2 is name me one of the 7 dwarfs. Now, there are not 8. There's only 7. According to last time, there was an 8.
Yeah, somebody said there was 8. Good try, good
All right,
try.
Claudia's got Grumpy.
Grumpy, yes.
And Dopey. That's number 3. And
Both of
number
those
2,
are Nick when he doesn't eat.
Sleepy.
Good job, Margaret.
Margaret gets the number 1 answer is Sleepy.
Good way to go.
We got Dopey. Let's see, Sleepy, Dopey, Sneezy is good. Sneezy's on the list.
Mama said that because it's pollen season in North
Oh
Carolina.
my gosh, it is so bad. How's everybody's weather doing up there? You guys having good weather, bad weather today too? Let us know if you guys are okay. We are currently at 7:41 and 84 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course, since it was like in the 80s today, we decided to do a major outside plant renovation. Oh, I like this color a lot. Okay, so I would recommend this color too. It is. Which one was it? This one? Yeah. This is craft. This is turquoise by Craft Smart. This is like an 88-cent paint, and it covered really well first try here. So I like that a lot.
Okay, so
Very
come on, guys, give me all the 7 dwarfs.
Okay, more dwarfs, dwarfs.
I'll
Thanks,
give
Mama.
you a special prize.
Leslie said happy.
I'll give you a special prize if you name all 7.
Cold and windy. Oof, 50s.
Ooh.
That's yucky.
What special prize should we give them?
You want one person to name
the
all
first
of them?
person to name all 7.
They have to type out all 7?
I'll type out all 7.
All right, you guys heard that. Cool in Arkansas. I think it's one state I've never been to is Arkansas. Crap weather in Vermont, rainy and chilly. Oh no.
wow.
Oh no. We're in paradise here in Florida. You guys are welcome to come and visit us so we can paint together in person.
Yeah, we'll rent a
Florida
big hall or
is
something.
paradise. Huh?
We'll rent a big hall.
Yeah, exactly. Come, we have plenty of room. You guys come and visit us sometime. Okay. So, oh wait, what was your special thing?
We got to find a special prize.
Oh, a special prize.
Do we have like a bracelet or something you can give somebody?
Yes, we have. We'll send them 2 bracelets for.
Okay.
Let me see what we have. But
Okay.
we have plenty. We have.
Which way should I go? I'll dance with you.
Whichever way's out of our way.
All right. So the first person to send me all 7 dwarfs
4, 5, 6.
All right.
Good job. Okay, can everybody still hear me okay?
Everybody here okay? See okay?
We had a little mic issue.
We have just a little setback here. Just give us a second or two. We lost one of our feeds. And give us a second. Stand by.
That's just lost the audio.
Yep.
We're working on it.
Let's see if I can switch here. Hang on a second, guys.
Thanks, Carol.
Can you guys hear us on this one? We're going to try this computer for right now.
Carolyn, can you hear now?
And something's going on here. I don't know what's going on. Just stand by.
Can you type a note in?
I'm completely down here. You can type there.
Okay.
It's going in slow speed, lost lights. Wow.
She said
It's
Liz
working.
says it's working.
Yeah, just switch back over to this computer's moving back up. Just really glitchy.
Okay. Annette said the sound's back. Okay, cool.
Okay, good. Let me
All
switch cameras.
Okay, we're just gonna switch views real quick. Thanks, Annette. Thank you. Okay.
We're almost there.
Almost there. Almost there. Mom, I think Mama got all of them too. Dopey, grumpy, doc, bashful, sleepy, sleazy, happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is in this white area here where the beards are going to go. Continue to let me know though if you can't hear, okay? In the white area here where the beards are going to go, in case you guys wanted to do, flowers on your hats or flowers at the end of the cap there, I'm just going to show you in this white area, and you can practice in your white area if you're painting along with me. I'll show you how to make some easy daisies. Easy daisies. Okay? So if you have, I'm going to show you still no sound for Carolyn, she said.
Okay.
Okay, we're working on it. Thank you, Carolyn.
2 minutes. It's still booting up. I mean, you can't stop it from booting up. It wouldn't let me stop it.
Okay, almost there. I'm going to drink some water while we wait.
Thanks.
Is it rebooting?
Just keep going out and get it up here in a second here.
I'll just use like some of the blush for his nose. This is like a blush color for his nose. And we can just paint it on the inside of here.
Should have this thing back up now. Camera's back on. Check, check. Okay, everybody still there? Hang on, almost there.
I like this one.
Hang on, got just a little bit of feedback here. I can get rid of that right now. Boom. Hi,
Okay, are we
everybody.
back? All right, Caroline, can you hear now?
So sometimes.
And Laverne, can you hear now? Need painting view, please. There we go.
Here we go.
Thank you, Leslie.
So one of our main computers decided to do a update in the middle
For no
of
reason whatsoever.
everything, and I could not get out of it.
Thank you, Elaine.
So it had to do its update.
Thank you, Elaine, for letting us know.
All right.
So, show must go on. So what I did while we were waiting is I put his nose in. Thank you. Thank you guys for the feedback. We appreciate it so much. So I put his little nose in. His nose is kind of an oval. It's kind of like an egg shape. And you can put it any color that you want. You can mix some white with your pink and make it a more brilliant color. I just happen to have some flesh color. And so I put that there kind of for a base. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different canvas and just show you how to make some flowers, simple flowers. So this is just a clearly old practice canvas that I use sometimes. It's Carolyn still can't hear for some reason. Okay, thank you, Carolyn. So this is an old the black canvas. I love painting on black canvas. It's a little different, believe it or not, than painting on white canvas. And Nick is still working on seeing if that sound can become available for everybody. But I do want to just show you some simple ways to paint some flowers. So if you have the, this is the number 6 slant angular brush. If you have that, that's one of the brushes I'm going to show you. So if you just kind of, I like to double load everything. It just gives it some depth. So with that angle brush, if you load it mostly with the white, there we go. If you load it mostly with the white, just kind of put like a blue, just a little bit of blue in it, or you could put black or red or whatever color you want your flower to be. All right, and just kind of load it like that. And then just go straight up with it. Actually, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a dot for a reference point. So I know where I'm painting towards. Just going to make it bigger than I usually would just so you can see it. That way I know where I'm painting towards, okay? So while we wait for our caps to dry, I just want to show you if you want to paint these flowers with the angle brush. Just hold it straight up and kind of just push pressure on it and then bring it down. And then at the last minute, just kind of pick up on it when you get close to your middle dot. So just kind of angle it up, push down, get almost to the dot and lift up. And I like to put just a little bit of blue on there. And then again, push down. When you get close to the end, pull up. And we know that flowers are not perfect. Petals are definitely not all shaped the same. And since we planted, how many plants did we plant today? I promise you, I know they're not all the same. So I don't like to make my flowers perfect. So if you just push down and then pull up, I like to reload it every time. That way I have the same amount of paint for each one. But, if you want to do that, and then if there's one that you want to just kind of curve in there, you can curve it in there. If you have another one you want to kind of curve in there like that, you can kind of curve them in there. Okay, great, Laverne. Carolyn, did you get sound back? And then you just start kind of filling in between. If you want to make some shorter ones or some fatter ones or some more, random fat ones in there, and you just kind of fill it in like that, okay? And so that's one way to make the flowers using the number 2 angle brush, okay? So I'm going to clean it off. I just want to show you this in case you want to put flowers on yours. Okay, and I'm going to clean it off, and then I'm going to show you a different flower. Okay, same thing. I'm just going to load my my angle brush, I'm going to put down a reference in the middle here so that I know what I'm headed towards. It helps me kind of keep it. And then you can just hold it perpendicular kind of to the canvas and push it down. And as you're pulling towards the dot, lift it up and kind of twist it. Okay. And then push it down as you head towards the dot, twist it. Scooch it down, head towards the dot and twist it. And again, for me, I don't like them to all be exactly the same look because I know. And scooch it and twist it. All right. So then what you can do from there is if you want to add, a big yellow piece in the middle here. If I want to add yellow along the middle here. There. It's just some easy ways to make some quick flowers to go on your gnome hats if you decided to do that. All right. So I just want to show you that really quick. Ta-da! I also want to show you that when I was painting the blue over there, that I squirted some blue here and here and here because I always make a mess. Okay, yay, Carolyn can hear again. Woohoo! Awesome. All's well that ends well, right? Okay, my yellow is still a little wet, so I'm going to wait to do the shading on that. And I'll kind of show you with the what we do with the beard. Now, you can make the beard a couple of different ways. So I'll show you just a couple of different ways to see which one you want to do. And you can make it a couple different colors. You don't have to do the white and, the white and gray mix. You can make it just kind of whatever colors you'd like to make it. So I am going to do the white and black to get that effect. But I could just picture it so many colors. And then, like I said, if you look really close at the middle of mine that I did do, I definitely have some pink that I spilled right here in it. All right. So we're going to make our beard a couple different ways. I'm going to use my 3/4 inch brush. I'm going to get it wet and then get the excess water off of it. And then I'm just going to kind of, on my palette, if you take good care of your brushes and you don't leave them sitting in water, Nick, you can kind of pull the excess water off of it, and you can make it so sharp that it's almost like pencil sharp there. So you have like a kind of a pencil sharp edge there. And then I'm just going to see I'm going to pull my two colors together and just kind of see what colors I do want in it. So this is totally going to be up to you. So first I'm going to kind of show you the choppy style of the beard, which kind of just comes down. Once you've double loaded it, it just starts coming down and it's super choppy looking. And then you can just kind of go back over the chops you already made to see. Make sure everybody can see me okay. You can go back. I'm just going to go around here real quick first so I have that to pull off of. All right. And then you can just kind of, if you're like, whoa, that was too much black on there, then just go back and add and change the color. All right, so you're basically just doing just some short, choppy little strokes here, whatever colors that you want to do it. This short, choppy look is also good for furs when you're doing animal fur too. All right, so then I'm just going to keep putting kind of layer after layer of short, choppy strokes. All right, do you want to ask another Family Feud question while I do short, choppy strokes? He's amusing himself over here. Sometimes he sits here with the Family Feud question and cracks his own self up, okay?
All right. I'm going to keep the large view up for you guys so you can see her choppy strokes
My
there.
choppy strokes.
Always have to ask a food question.
Always. And then he's always hungry afterwards.
Starving. What if we should ask a question about what's our favorite food?
That's good. What?
If you guys know our favorite food, you'll win a bracelet. Give his bracelets away. First person to answer our favorite food wins a bracelet.
Type fast, type fast.
That we've said on this show.
That's not fair to the newbies, but guess.
Pizza.
Ta-da!
There it is.
Laverne remembers. You gotta write this down. You owe Laverne.
Carolina pizza.
Tacos.
Tacos. That's true. That's true. That's a close second, though.
Actually, tacos is probably our first, but we eat pizza all the time.
Yeah, pizza. Even Mama says pizza. That's good. You guys are great. We appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. We really do. We couldn't do this show without you guys. We appreciate you.
Makes
all right.
Our Saturday nights for sure.
So, name a cooked food that's just as good hot as it is cold. And our favorite food is not on it.
That's not fair. Barbara said it's just what she's having for supper.
Pizza. Margaret, what's your favorite pizza?
Spaghetti. She said it's
pasta. I'll take pasta. Margaret, what's your favorite pizza? You gotta have a favorite pizza.
Pizza. Yes.
Chicken.
Man. Yeah, we tried to eat chicken earlier, Carolyn. Didn't work out. Meatloaf.
Oh.
I haven't had meatloaf in so long.
I'm not a meatloaf fan.
I love meatloaf.
No, I'd rather just have meatballs with sauce on it. Meatballs are... Well, meatloaf is just ketchup on a meatball.
No.
Yes.
Who made you meatloaf?
Meatloaf is ketchup on a meatball.
Whoever made you
so
meatloaf
sorry,
like
that's
that.
what it is to me.
All right. So the next beard, steak. There you go. That's
steak.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the next beard that I'm going to do is a wavy beard. Okay. And I'm going to do the same technique of just double loading the brush and then just start to go down.
Same color?
Same color.
All right.
See?
Yeah. No way.
What? No, Laverne said no way. I know, right? Oh no.
Mama's cookies. This is true.
That's very
not fair,
true.
Mama. That's not fair. I could go for some peanut butter cookies right now.
No, you don't need peanut butter cookies.
And we've done good. Pie.
Oh, yummy.
Everyone likes pie. Everyone likes pie. I like pie. You want some pie? I like pie.
So again, I can see these colors. I mean, these beers being all kinds of different colors. But I've double loaded the 3/4 inch brush, and I'm just zigzagging down. When I run out of paint and when it starts dragging, I just kind of load it again. All right, what was the number one answer on there?
Chicken was number one.
Chicken was number one. Ta-da!
And then we have pasta or spaghetti or rigatoni. I'm a rigatoni guy.
It has rigatoni separate?
No, but I like it.
Oh, he got carried away. Pie, that's...
And then we have potatoes. I've never had cold potatoes.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
That's not good
I
either.
think you have...
No.
No, I think you have had cold potatoes.
And carrots. Carrots are only good if they're cold.
Oh, that says cooked food.
Yeah, carrots don't count. Beans. Who eats beans that are... This is not right. Shrimp. I will give you shrimp. If anyone... Shrimp is a roll. Is the food that I would eat cold and hot.
That's true.
Homemade bread rolls. Ooh.
Ooh, bread.
Laverne's killing me tonight. Killing me. She's killing me. Did you hear that? Was my Laverne, that was my stomach for your homemade bread rolls.
I hear the noise it's making over here.
Broccoli, that's good. Red beets. I'm not a beet person.
The ones we had at the that Polish restaurant, Eva's Polish restaurant, those beets were so good.
Okay.
Remember the shredded
No, I
beets? It
didn't
was
eat
so
them,
good.
but yeah. Yep. Those are things.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go sit over here and read some more questions.
He's going to go order pizza now. Okay. And then for our beehive guy, zoop, our beehive guy, he has a what do you call it? Handlebar mustache. And I moved the bird's nest to him because the original picture, the way the bird's nest was on there, was just sitting there. And so I didn't really like it just sitting there. So I ended up putting it on his mustache. So, okay. So for him, for his beard, I just want it kind of straight down. And it doesn't matter if these beards overlap each other. I mean, you don't have to make yours overlap at all, but I just liked mine kind of overlapping like they were all standing close to each other. So each one I kind of overlapped over the other one. All right, so I'm just basically streaking down. And Nick said these beards look like ZZ Top. Well, so did Missy. I think it was Missy that ended up saying that. So this goes down here. And then if it starts dragging, you can either get it a little bit wet and pull it down, or you can just get more paint on it and pull it down. Depends on the look that you want. For a softer look, if you get more, put some water on there, it'll pull it down easier. Okay, but I just kind of liked mine streaky looking like that. And I'm just going to let it sit like that for a second because I am going to do his little handlebar mustache. All right, and then for his handlebar mustache, you're just going to go here up like this and then twist to the edge of my 3/4 inch and then do a second row underneath of it. And then I'll fill in there.
I'm sorry, I'm reading through. Margaret said, figure that out on one of her things. She said CSM for her pizza.
For her pizza.
And she says, figure that out. So I'm gonna guess at that, if that's okay.
What is it?
I think it's cheese, sausage, and mushroom.
Oh, maybe. I never thought of that. I thought it was
So am I right, Margaret, on that one? Is it cheese, sausage, and mushroom? Or what would the C be on a pizza?
Cheese.
Right, that's what I would think.
Not chicken. Unless
It
it's
could be chicken, though.
Yeah,
sausage
it could be. Yeah. All right, Margaret. He's dying.
Could
Let
be
him know.
Cherries.
I don't think it's cherries on a pizza.
Cherry. If you ever had cherry peppers.
Cherry peppers?
You have a little hot cherry peppers
I don't think
on
I've
a
had
pizza.
those.
Oh yeah. Those
No,
are so
I don't
good.
think I've had those.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm rinsing out my.
See, I was right. I know my pizza. Yeah, I know my pizza.
I'm just going to get my smaller brush to go around here a little bit better around his nose here. Little nose area. And here. Good guess. And I'm just, a lot of times I just like to put down my basic colors and my basic area. And then I tend to kind of go back and see where I kind of need more attention. So then I just kind of go back really basically, I guess, and fine tune it. Okay. So I want to fine tune it around his little nose here. No paint yet, Lynn. I didn't get any paint on my shirt yet. Woohoo!
All right. How much more do you think you guys do in that?
Okay. So I'm just going to show him how to do the bees. I'll show him how to do the flowers. What should I put on? I'm going to put big black dots on this one, a flower there, then the bees, and then I don't know what to put on that one.
I think Laverne's just trying to be really mean to me tonight.
And we haven't seen her in so long.
And if she does a Pizza Hut talk, listen, if you private message me and I'll give you my address and you feel free to order one for me. No, can't do that. But taco
No
pizza.
pizza.
It's like pizza and taco all at once.
So I just added some white highlight kind of to the top of his nose area there for just a little bit of highlight. All right. So I'm going to go back then and put the shading around the beehive. And what I use for shading, but you can mix colors if you want to use for shading. But I had this color by Apple Barrel called King's Gold, and it kind of cooperated with me when I did the shading before. So that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to kind of get my angle brush wet, but you could also use your 3/4 inch brush too. All right. And so we're just going to start laying in kind of the areas that need to be shaded. So I'm just going to go kind of along the top up here. Too much water in the brush there. With shading, it's usually better to maybe, do it lightly and then go back and do some more. Still have too much water in there. And then this is going to just kind of separate each area. So I'm basically just kind of going just along the outside of each kind of layer, I guess you'd call it, of the beehive. And just kind of making a layer there. And then I'll go back and we'll go back and highlight it as well. I'm just going to leave my little blue dot there for right now. And I'm just really using just the, let's see, we go, just the tip of the angle brush. There. Just the kind of the tip of the angle brush. And you can tell, a lot of times I like to just do a stroke on my palette to make sure and see how much is on there. But my brush is just a little bit wet. I'm just doing just the tip and putting it in there. And I'm starting to just kind of outlining where it should be here. And again, beehives also are another thing that they're not all shaped alike. They don't all look exactly the same. So however your beehive turns out is perfect because they're definitely not all the same at all. All right, I'm just going to go around the edge here. And because you're only dipping just a little paint, just the tip in the paint, you're going to run out of paint before you're all the way around. So just go back and reload. Okay. So we're going to do around, I'm doing around my last little level here. All right, kind of like that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is kind of get the paint on all of the brush there. Just kind of etch just a little bit there and get the excess paint off. And then I'm going to do some more shading here. So I'm going to just lightly go across here and like around the sides here lightly. Just super light touch there. I'm just going to kind of drag it a little bit here and drag it kind of in a curved position, kind of like just kind of curved. So it makes the beehive look curved. All right. So just kind of curve it just on the two kind of outside areas, not in the middle. And if you get too much paint, just kind of either wipe it out or paint over it. Like I can see I have a little bit too much here. I'm glad that I did that so I can just show you that you can just kind of paint back over it. You just don't need that much paint for this because we're just shading the outside area here. And do it kind of in a curve. My last ones aren't curved very much. They look kind of like pieces of bread. I should have curved them more. So since I put too much there, I am going to use just a little bit of my yellow that I left on my other palette and just go over it a little bit because that was more than I wanted to be there. So I'm always glad when I do something like this, so I can kind of show you that everything is fixable. All right. And then what we're going to do for the middle is I'm going to add a little bit of the white. I have white.
Watch your sleeve.
I'm going to add just a little bit of white to that King's Gold that I was using. And then I'm going to just very carefully make sure that it's not too much. And I'm going to put that kind of down the middle for the highlight. So you can see the middle here has like a lighter color there. So it's that same color. I just mixed a little bit of white with it for some highlight there. Okay, so we're going to kind of put that down the middle. Same thing, super light stroke, super light. And it's not really on much of a curve. You can curve it a little bit, but this area is not the area that's curved. And I kind of like to do less, and then if I need to go back, do more. And I just kind of mix it till it's kind of the right color in there. I didn't like that one being quite so white, so I'm going back just to add a little bit of yellow over it. So that's how you can fix it if it's too white for you. Okay, and so I do just like to just let it sit and dry, move on to something else, and then go back and look and be like, okay, well, now I know what else I want to do to it. And it's still too wet to put my my little bird's nest over here, so I'm going to wait and come back to that one. But I've been wanting to paint black dots on a hat. I really was wanting to paint ladybugs on it, but I didn't like the way the ladybugs came out after I tried them. So it's just like, I'm not necessarily gonna do that. Oh, I want to put black knot. Oops. So I'm gonna put big black polka dots on there. Actually, I think I'm gonna, yeah, maybe I'll do black M. I can't wait to see all the different designs that everybody does. So I'm going to start here with some big old fat. I'm just waiting to make sure this is dry. I'm going to start here with some big old black polka dots. So with this angle brush, it'll literally let you just spin around in a circle. So I know I can trust it to do that. And I'm just going to put them randomly on here like that.
Well, from the upside down view, it looks like a happy face.
Fine.
It looks like a poodle or
well,
something.
I'm not done with it.
Happy
It
dog.
doesn't look like a happy face.
That's his tail in the background waving.
That's not his tail. You're just looking at the whole thing upside down. Oh no! Now that reminds me of that song.
Now it looks like a slice of pizza.
Don't make me laugh, because then I can't paint a circle. All right, so I'm going to paint one more
with
big
black
circle.
olives on it.
Black olives. Oh my god. tonight. She's usually our food person. Okay, so I painted some random black circles on there. And then I'm just going to put some smaller dots on there. And anytime I'm doing dots, I try to find like one of my bigger brushes that have a rounded zoop, zoop, there, that has a rounded end on it. Some brushes have an indentation there, so it definitely doesn't work. But this one I know I can trust it has a rounded end. So I'm going to dip it in the paint, and I'm just going to put some random smaller dots. Whenever you're doing dots, if you want them to be the same size, you need to go into the paint and then onto whatever you're painting. And then that way it'll be the same size every time. Otherwise, you're going to end up with half splotted dots. Dots are spectacular for covering up mistakes. So sometimes I like to paint stuff, and if you see dots on, it's like, oh, that must be where Deb screwed up at, because I can see she put some dots there. All right, so you always want to go into the paint, onto the palette, and then I'm just going to carry my little dots down into my little end of my cap there. Whoops, forgot to go back onto the palette. Okay. Into the paint on the palette. I have not got my sleeve in there yet. I can't believe it. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, I held my brush sideways. There. There, perfect. All right, my beehive is still drying. Let's see. What should I put over here? I guess I'll put some flowers on the other one. I'll put some flowers on this guy. Whoop, whoop. Almost dropped it. Where's my other palette? Did I just put paint on my face?
Let me see. I will. No.
Ugh, did I put paint on my face, guys? Because he's saying I didn't.
Well, I just took the camera view out. I can't see it.
Fine.
Let's see. You got paint on your face?
Do I?
No.
I have it every place else.
But on your shirt.
I don't have it on my shirt yet. I can't believe it. All right, so I'm going to paint some flowers on the on this guy here, and I'm going to use my a little angle brush.
You can do orange.
I'm going to do I don't have orange in here.
How about that right there? Is that that's a?
Oh, that's red.
That's like
I could use
orange.
the pink from this one.
No, it's okay. Just do the purple.
I didn't say I was doing purple. I was going to do white.
Oh.
All right. So first I want to put a
I
dot
was trying to convince you there.
so I know where I'm headed with my petals. All right. So we're just going to do the angle brush. I hold it straight up, squish it down, and then head it towards my dot that I just missed, but that's okay. All right. Hang it, hold it straight up, squish it down, head straight towards your dot. Clearly, I'm going to have to make the dot bigger because I'm missing the dot every time. All right. Told you guys this is fun art, not fine art. Okay. And push it down.
Wait,
what?
Move the noggin.
Blah, 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 like that?
All right, I gotta go through the 3 camera. All right, stand by.
Okay, here we go. Push it down, pull it up, and then, so you're just going to load it, each petal. You're going to do the same load, straight up, pull it towards the middle. If you miss the middle like I'm doing, you can obviously change the size of the dot. And let's see. I'm going to make this one a little swirly. Hold it straight up, pull it straight towards it. Okay, then I'm going to go back and make the dot a little bit bigger. Okay, when I'm done with these other ones. Okay, we're going to put a big dot in the middle so I know where I'm headed. Zoop. Whoa, that's a big dot. There we go. All right. Okay, so we're going to load it again. And Squish it down, hit it towards the dot. Squish it down, hit towards the dot. I love this color purple. Diane, what color purple did you use for your bus? That was a beautiful color purple too. Squish it down, head towards the middle. Remember her purple bus, how good it came out?
It's Barney purple.
It was not Barney purple for
Barney
sure.
purple.
It kind of does look like this color. And then if you want them to curve, just press it down and then just kind of curve it sideways like that.
It's a purple Barney color.
Lisa is not on here with us tonight, but I do want to give her kudos in case she watches the video, because we actually stole the name from her.
We did?
Hangin with Gnomies, yes. That title was totally stolen from her. And then I just wanted to add some purple in there.
I'm gonna ask the last question for the night.
It's not the last question, but you can ask it. All right, go ahead.
All right. The second to last question of the night.
Okay. Go for it. I'm going to clean my brush.
Okay.
And we're going to paint our nest next. So go ahead.
All right. So, question.
Question?
For what specific reason did you get your last traffic ticket? Did you almost spit that out?
What if they didn't get a traffic ticket?
We got to think back. Everyone's got a traffic ticket. Everyone's gotten one. Even Mama's gotten one.
Don't tell them, Mama. Telling stories.
Speeding. There we go.
Who was that, Leslie? Me too. Wasn't fair. I was in a rental car, for God's sakes. It wasn't even fair.
What color is your background? That is not an answer.
Margaret, I did like 2 different colors blue. I did a blue bonnet, which we love for this skies. Blue bonnet is such a nice color. And then I double loaded it with white, and I kind of made it wet. But I did put a little bit of purple in there too, that purple iris. Good question.
Laverne never had a ticket?
Run in the toll booth? How do you do that? Incomplete stop at a stop sign on ice. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's I agree.
That's not fair at all.
Appeal denied.
I'm with you, Carolyn. That was unfair. Leslie, how did you never have a speeding ticket? I'm so jealous.
You haven't lived with us.
God,
No, this is live. You cannot admit to any type of form of.
Well, what'd you ask the question for then?
I didn't say anything about me. I said you. Leslie, never.
That is unbelievable. Well, let's don't jinx her. My mom didn't get one until she was 74. I forget. My mom didn't get one speeding one time. Sure, Elaine, you just got caught that one time.
All right, so we have speeding. We don't have the number 2 answer, which is kind of odd.
Did you do it? Number 2?
No, I don't know. Think city.
Oh.
Driving too slow.
No way.
Is that possible?
Dropped the charge because the cop was a newbie.
Yay!
Yes, driving too slow in the left lane now is.
Please don't jinx me, she said.
I know, right? Right, Laverne? God. Yeah,
Okay.
Mom didn't pull over.
Running a red light. That is number 3 on my list.
Ugh.
Do we have a stop sign? No, I think we have a stop sign on ice. That still counts as a stop sign. It's number 4. We do not have the number 2 answer. The number 2 answer, think city. Think of a ticket you would get if you were in a city.
I don't think I've lived in the city before.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
DUI, no.
Oh.
Bad.
To clarify, Diane said.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to give you 3. Who says parking meter? There it is.
Leslie. Oh, man.
I was just getting ready to give up.
I literally could not think of a city one at all.
Parking ticket.
I've never.
Jaywalking. That's
that is good.
Yeah. No parking zone.
Never would
Yeah,
have
it's
thought
parking.
of
So
those.
yeah, you think about it, it's parking. So speeding, number 1. Number 2 is parking. 3 is a red light. 4 is a stop sign, and for Diane is a DUI.
She didn't say she got a DUI. She said that was one of them.
Picking up doggy stuff.
Oh my God. I never would have guessed the city one. Never. I was wrecking my brain trying to think, what could that possibly be? What could it be? All right. With this particular one, I'm just adding just a little bit of a cap edge for him. I just mixed some colors together. And made him a little cap edge here.
Sure, Diane. Sure.
I just want to clarify, everybody, it wasn't Diane saying that she got a DUI. Just so you know. Margaret, that blue bonnet is by Apple Barrel. It's kind of a thicker blue, which I really like. I like having colors that I don't have to put 100 coats on. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is the nest. You can obviously put the nest wherever you want it, but I just wanted it to kind of sit in his little handlebar mustache area there because it made sense to me. I do have that kind of logic sometimes. What happened with Mama, she said? What did
She was staying in the left lane too long. Taking ahead a perfect record.
I know. How old were you, Mama? You were like 74. No, it was like 5 years ago, wasn't it? So for the nest, we're just going to put kind of an oval here. And I used raw sienna, but just kind of any brown color will do for the foundation here. So we're just going to make kind of an oval here, and then we're just going to let it sit to dry, okay? It's just going to sit here and dry. It is more kind of, like an oval like this. All right, and it's going to dry while we do bees, which I love the bees. You can put as many bees as you want to. The bee is really just, it's just an oval with hearts on it, really. And so when I did the bees, where'd he go? I did
What you looking for?
which I rarely do because one of my friends told me it was cheating a long time ago and I haven't got it out of my head. But I did use a paint pen for the bee. So I was actually looking for my thin paint marker. These paint where's the camera?
Wait, which one do you want to show?
Whichever way.
Okay, there you go.
These paint pens are at Walmart, and there's 5 different colors, which is the 5 basic colors that you end up using. A pretty reasonable price. They work out pretty good. You kind of have to prime them first, and so you have to kind of press down until you see the paint come to the end of the pen, and then try it on a different canvas other than the canvas, or different paper other than the canvas you're going to use. Because as I was doing mine, trying to prime it, I ended up with blue spray everywhere. But those are really good to use. But I had a black marker and a brown marker, and I don't see where they got to.
I think I might have moved them.
Oh, could you get my black and my brown one?
Yeah, I think I moved them. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's quite all right. I'll just use this black one.
It's not her fault. It's mine.
It's his fault this time. All right. So for the bees, they're really just kind of an oval. It's a brown one this size.
Let me see.
This size. That's one of the fine ones. So for the bees, they're really just ovals. And so I'm going to just draw an oval up here. And then their wings, the way that I made them are just hearts. So it's just a heart here and a heart here. And then just a wet. looks a little wet to me. And then you can put as many or as few as you want. It's just kind of an oval with a heart. Oval with a heart. Thank you. Is that it?
Right.
It was thin like this.
I lost it.
He lost my pen.
Sorry.
And I'm going to draw another one over here. And they can be big, small, as many as you want. I am putting one here because I splotted that blue there. And that's how I hide my mistakes. I just paint something else over it to distract the eye. So I have one here. I'm going to give him tiny little wings. He's going to be a baby bee. And there's another blue splot that I had. I'm going to kind of do it like that. Okay? Carolyn says she used the paint pens to draw square dancers on a square dance skirt. Oh, that's a good idea. They work well and they're permanent. Are they? I'd like to do some jeans like that. And they're streak free. I'd never used them before. My girlfriend used to paint with for many, many, many years. We painted a long time together. She always thought it was cheating, and so I never did it. But that's awesome. That's good to know.
It's not cheating if it looks good.
Well, that's one that I've been wanting to do, like some jean designs. Because I have a lot of jeans I can't fit into, so I figured, well, I'll paint them instead.
You can fit into them now.
Maybe. Okay, I guess I'll try this brown guy and see. He'll be okay, I guess. All right, let's see. The nest is just about dry, so we're going to just let him dry. But what I did with the bees, and there's some cute ideas out there for bees, just kind of decide which end is basic. That's not what I wanted. Which end is his head, and then make kind of a curved end like that. And then he just has some curved stripes on him. So I just curved the stripes, and then I went back and painted the color on. Totally cheating way to do it, but it works. Fun art, not fine art. We're just doing it for the therapy. We actually are trying to figure out a way to have an arm of Paint and Chill that is a nonprofit, because we have to start charging for the classes, which is a long story that whoever attended last week heard about. And so what I'm trying to do is turn it into a nonprofit, an arm of it into a nonprofit, so that people can paint for free, because I just feel like it's just therapy to so many people, and to us as well, and especially people that, are still shut in and their states are shutting down again. I just feel so bad for people. Our state is a little bit different when it comes to that. But even the moms that all of a sudden started having to work from home, in addition to working from home, they had to be teachers, and that was never what they wanted to do with their lives. So just to let you guys know, that's kind of one of the things we're working on. And so we're waiting for this nest to dry. We're going to, I painted the inside of his wings white, but switched to a smaller brush, but you could use a paint pen. Oh, canvas shoes. Oh, that's an idea. So I have a pair that don't fit. So I just kind of painted white inside here, but you could also, if you got the paint pens, you can use that for the inside of here too. All right, so I just kind of painted white in there. I use titanium white. I like titanium white a lot. It is by, it's by Folk Art as well, and it's a multi-surface as well. So it tends to be a little bit thicker, and I don't usually have to put a bunch of coats on it. All right, so I'm just painting the inside of his little wings into a heart shape. Do you want to ask another Family Feud question while I'm just painting these wings?
I could do that.
Okay. You got that whole new stack.
Yeah, I've been picking through it.
Picking? He's picking and grinning. All right. Remember, if you are participating in Family Feud tonight, your name is going to have a number assigned to it. Mama is going to pick a number between whatever, however many, and we will have 3 winners. Okay. And then I'm just doing all the inside of his wings. And like I said, you can put as many bees as you want to. I didn't put very many on my last one. I'm putting more on this one. I like it. I like my bees a lot. They're fun, guys. And then I'm going to fill in between there with my yellow. You can put little eyes on them. You can put little veins in the little wings because they are kind of furry.
They're furry bees?
They're furry.
Does that make them bumblebees if they're furry?
I think so. I think these are bumblebees. Look how cute they are, though. They're just adorable. But you also could put little, what do you call them? Antennas on them. Or you could put little stingers on them. If there is a bee around, it will find Nick or my mother.
Yep. But I strike first these days. I have learned.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so Family Feud question is, name a good place to eavesdrop on people's conversations.
Oh, no. Can I tell you what time Mama and I got stuck accidentally eavesdropping on somebody's conversation in the card section of, I think it was Target. All right, that's a good one. Ask it again.
Okay. Name a good place to eavesdrop on people's conversations. Bathroom, doctor's office.
Very good.
Bumblebees are normally friendly, normally.
That's what I try to tell him.
It's the unnormal ones that find me.
Elaine, I try to tell him that. It's like they don't want you. They have tastier stuff around than you.
They don't like that. They like
bathroom, unfortunately, right, Elaine?
Check out London stores.
I've literally asked people before, especially on their cell phones, I've literally asked people before, did you want us all to overhear this conversation?
Cocktail party.
Especially the more cocktails they have.
I gotta tell you, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. I know I'm just gonna tell you, it's my biggest pet peeve. People who walk around on speakerphone in public places.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear or see your conversation. I don't care. I just want peace and quiet.
A little bit of time I have. All right, Leslie said bus. That's a good one.
A bus?
Oh, yeah, because you're so trapped there, Leslie. Yeah. You're so trapped and you have to hear it. Aisles went over. Yeah, that's so true.
What's that?
Aisles went over. So, like, if you're in the grocery store, you can hear the people over there talking.
Yeah. All right.
That was a good one.
I don't see one. It's not on here, but I thought it would be on there.
What's that?
I would think.
Right, Diane? It's like, I just want to be sure that this is what you wanted because we can all hear your conversation.
So I was thinking a church.
True.
Everyone's gossiping in the churches, so you're like,
I know.
do you know who said just I was hearing?
Did you see the dress she was wearing? Booth in a restaurant. Oh my God, that just happened to us. We were seated.
Oh my goodness.
We were seated across. We were in a booth. And there were tables, and in the booth over there, they were from the Loud family, Laverne. Well, the woman was from the Loud family, and she was just talking at the top of her lungs. It was so crazy. It was so crazy.
And she was a train wreck.
She was a train wreck. Yeah, she was. When she got to go to the bathroom, it's like, oh my gosh. Everybody at the table was like, oh, thank God she's gone. In cars on Bluetooth. When the new Publix, that's what happened.
What happened?
I heard somebody talking really loud. I was looking around. I thought something was going on. They had their window down, Elaine, in the car with the Bluetooth on. Like, what is going on?
So we have restaurants. We have restrooms. We have a store or a mall, which people said. No one said bar. And I'm very proud of that. Thank you very much.
Diane, why didn't you say bar?
And no one said plane.
Oh my God, plane is
or an airport. It's because we haven't traveled in so long.
I know, right?
So there you go.
All right.
Bars. A little late there, Elaine. A little late.
You asked me to say bars. She said bars. Okay. So I'm just putting a lighter color brown in the middle of this nest here to kind of make the interior here. And then just kind of swooping it a little along the outside. And then I'm going to use the edge of it. I'm going to get it super dry. Super, super dry. And I'm going to, actually, do I have a brown paint marker? No, I don't have a brown paint marker. But I did have a brown marker that this one legs walk away.
Here's Diane for you.
Hey, okay, a cocktail party, same thing, too much alcohol. All right, so I'm going to kind of do some twigs off of here. And we'll let this dry a little bit, and then the twigs are going to be in here too. I'm going to just kind of do some twigs off of here. I'm using a brown, not fine like I had before because my fine one has disappeared someplace. But this is a little bit thicker. This is medium. And I'm just going to kind of draw some twigs. And then twigs kind of, they have little things that come off of them. Your twigs can be as many or as few as you want. I kind of like to have twigs, like my little bee up here. He's kind of sitting on a twig there. But you can make as many of them as you want. If you've screwed up this area in any way, twigs are a perfect way to hide it. That's what I use my twigs for sometimes. So I'm going to let that brown kind of dry some. I'm going to make some twigs coming down off of here like this. And you can just make it, however you want to make them. You can even make them. You can even make them go around your. You can make them go around your beehive if you want to. If you're brave enough to do that, let them go twisting around there. But actually, this is kind of dry here too. And then on my last one that I did just freehand in here, which I'm really not good at lettering. But I just freehanded in here, be happy. And I like the way that kind of turned out. So while this dries, I'm just going to kind of freehand it in here. You can put it however you want to put it or not put it at all. I myself am not really good at freehanding or actually lettering, whether it's freehanding or not. Not my area of strength, but I did put it in there for this one. And then just make sure if you're putting happy here, you leave yourself enough room to write happy. You can also go on your printer and print off the words be happy and then trace them on to your canvas if you suck at letters like I do. But this is not fine art. This is fun art. And so it's be happy like that. All right. This is still almost dry.
It's dry.
It's almost dry. Almost dry.
We're about 10 minutes away here.
All righty. And so basically the last things that we're going to do, because I just wanted to show you some basics and you guys do your names whatever colors you want to do. I'm just going to put some of my golds in the middle of my letters here. And then show you how to do the twigs around the nest. And then we will be done with our adorable gnomes.
And then we have to pick winners for tonight.
Yes. Is Mama still there?
Mama's still there. Mama, get ready to pick out some numbers here. Also, we have a bracelet going to Laverne.
And Laverne wants the bus, the VW bus, right?
Yeah, Laverne also wants a VW bus pattern. And then Elaine has got 2 bracelets coming to her.
Well, we owe her from last week. Elaine's got all kinds of stuff coming to her because we owed her a price from last week. She's
going to get a box delivered.
And then, yes, next week, next Saturday, we will be doing Mother Earth. And it'll be a free one. We're trying to do free ones. We'll still be able to. I know you guys heard the whole story about somebody telling on us for doing free classes. So we're gonna have to start charging for some of them, but that'll be sometime in May. All right. So for the twigs around there, I just used a little bit of that same King's Gold that I use for highlighting, and just try to make some, little highlight in here as well. And then for the twigs, now that the paint is dry, you could just, because bird's nests are, and yours isn't completely dry, you can always do that, because bird's nests are a whole bunch of twigs together, right? So, so you can just make sure it's dry, and then just kind of swish some twigs in here back and forth. It'll work much better if you have a fine permanent marker. But mine did grow legs and walk away.
Tell Elaine she can have the gnome pattern if she spells it correctly.
Well, I sent Elaine. I thought I sent it to you, but just message me your email. Did I just set this down?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I thought I have another.
That's how I spelled gnome too, and I got it wrong.
I keep doing that as I set these on top of each other, then I paint on the bottom, and then I set it on there. Okay. So yeah, with the twigs here, you just want to kind of lace them all, in here, because that's how the bird's nests go. Just kind of lace them in there. The eggs, I just mixed together 2 color blues for these. Elaine, he's the world's worst speller. I can assure you of that. So, okay. And so in the bird's nest here, I just put I just did a couple colors blue mixed together. And for the little eggies there.
N-O-M-E, so that's how I am.
He left the G off. Like what?
Woo-hoo.
Hey, look, I still didn't get paint on me. Still no paint. So you can just use your paint pen or your brush and mix some color together and just put however you want to put some eggs in here. If you do want to put eggs in here, eggs are fairly easy. I mean, they're just oval shaped. And then if you want to put some little dots on them or some highlights on them. So they're just going to kind of go in here like that.
Also, guys, check us out on our YouTube page. And if you see us on the YouTube page, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Yep. This way you'll get notifications when we put out other things that are paint related. And also check us out on don't we have our webpage still?
We do, but I took it down to highlight some things.
Okay, well, that'll be back up soon.
Yeah.
And also check us out on our Facebook page, which I think you are on right now, it looks like.
Yeah. Also, voting ends tonight at midnight for the paintings that we're going to do May 1st for Mother's Day. So there's like 5 of them to choose from. It is a tight vote, I have to tell you.
Now,
everybody loves all of them.
Midnight Eastern Central or
midnight Eastern? The vote ends for which one of the Mother's Day ones we do. There's one called Cherish. There's one that's Love You to the Moon. There's one that is a beehive. And that'll be May 1st. So go ahead and choose those. I always like to get everybody's input with those. So,
and be fair warned, I am the tiebreaker, so you do not want that.
All right. So Mama needs to choose a number between 1 and what?
So Mama, if you're listening, I'm going to have you do this really simple here.
It has to be like we did the last time with the 1 to...
Mama, pick a number between 1 and 9.
1 and 9. All right, Mama. Number between 1 and 9.
And don't pick your own number.
You gave her a number.
I gave her a number.
All right, Mama. While we wait for Mama to choose the number, this is basically the gnome Hanging with My Gnomies painting. And when you get ready to do yours, if you need help with anything, reach out. If you've done it tonight, we will be eating shrimp and kielbasa afterwards, and we can't wait to see how yours turned out. All right, Mama says number 5. Who is number 5 on your list?
Elaine. It's Laverne.
I thought Laverne was off your list for talking about food.
I know.
All right. Laverne is number 5, so she gets a prize for.
All right, Mama, pick another one. Pick another number. 1 through 9, not a 5. No, get back over there.
If you can. Okay. All right, Mom. Pick another number. I love my bees hive. Didn't he turn out cute? Another number between. You're welcome, Laverne.
Mama, where are you?
Another number between 8.
8.
Who is 8?
8 is.
8 is Elaine again. All right, Elena, are you double prizes and a bracelet?
Oh my God, you guys are killing me tonight. All right, come on, one more. Mama, pick one more. Do not pick 5. Do not pick 8. Pick 1 through 9. Pick 1 through 9.
But not 8 or 5. Did you write down Elaine?
I'm just circling on the paper.
All right. He's got that part under control.
Come on, Mama. Come on, baby wants a new pair of shoes. Let's go.
Not everybody saw that movie.
Number 4. And that is Margaret.
Margaret. All right. Awesome. Margaret, are you still here? Margaret, are you still with us? She may have jumped off. I know she was trying to paint and she was going along. I'll let her know. All right, guys. Thank you so much. The bracelets went out from last week. We have our winners tonight. Thank you for joining us. So good to see everybody again. So good to hear from everybody. Hope you guys had as much fun. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Make sure you post and make sure you post the pictures. We'll get you over what we owe you. We're a little bit more organized this week than we were last week. But otherwise, we will look forward to seeing you guys next Saturday for the Mother Earth painting.
Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm wearing from Mother Earth.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. What are we?
We're going to sing a song next week. We are going to sing He's Got the Whole World in His Hands.
Oh, because it's a beautiful earth.
It's
okay.
good.
And everybody has to sing.
And we're all going to sing together.
Okay.
He's got the whole world in his hand.
All right, Margaret,
remember,
you won a prize, so we have your email, so we'll send you that.
All right.
Thank you, Carolyn. It was so good to see you again and be with you again.
Remember,
I can't wait
check
to
us
see your
out on
painting as
Facebook,
always.
check us out on YouTube, and we'll see you next time, right?
That's right.
All right. Bye now.
Good job. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Have a great week until we see you again.